Welcome everybody, this is Engineer Wilkie, and thank you for coming to watch my first Minecraft tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to build a villager breeder that's based on impulseSV's villager breeder design. I'll have a link down in the description to his tutorial for his design. I'll show you the difference between his and my design. So here, basically everything's basically the same. We have a crop area with a farmer that will harvest the carrots and feed them to other villagers. We've got a villager down here with these doors, and this is what the system recognized as a village with that villager down there. So the biggest difference between my design and Impulse's is this part right here. So in Impulse's, where this chiseled sandstone block is, he has a trapdoor that's open. I think he even has maybe a second one over here as well. And then he's got a solid block that sits right here under where this glowstone is. And so with his design, he has two villagers within the crop area, one farmer and another one that's not a farmer. And when they breed, a baby villager would be roaming around, and eventually he would come running towards the trapdoor thinking it's a regular door and drop into the water stream and end up in the water elevator. And I built that design on a multiplayer server that I have and built it in SpongeX, and we were having issues where those baby villagers weren't running over to the trapdoor before they became large villagers. So we'd be gone for a couple of days, come back to the server, and all of a sudden we've got like 50, 60 villagers roaming around amongst the crops in here. So I took his design and tried to come up with a way where we wouldn't run into problems like that, and this is the design I came up with. So this design requires 4 villagers in order to get started. Impulses only requires 3. So the way this works is the farmer villager will toss carrots over to these two, and these two will breed. And then a baby villager will pop up within those 2 blocks with these 2 villagers, and eventually they would the baby villager would either get pushed off or would run off and land in the water streams and end up in the water elevator. And I've run this in both 1.8 and 1.9, and it works without any problems. And I've ran this design like overnight. Had like 15 villagers up here, and didn't have any no more than 2 within these 2 blocks here. So I'll show you how to build this villager breeder design so that you can incorporate it in your own world or your own server. And on to the tutorial. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find an area that's 11 by 11 blocks in size. So once you have your area, you're going to want to go to a corner and count 5 blocks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from here, you're going to want to count 5 this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break that block and place a different block. And that's going to be our marker for the center point for where we're going to place our water. So now you need to take a 9 by 9 area, basically all these other blocks except for the outer edge, and replace them with dirt blocks if they're not already dirt blocks. So clear these out. Okay, and then place our dirt blocks down. Okay, once you have all your dirt blocks down, you're going to take a water bucket, break that block, and place your water. And then you're going to want to till all the dirt blocks. Just like so. And then we're going to be using carrots in this tutorial, but you can use potatoes as well. So take your potatoes or carrots and plant them. And this is a 9x9 area, so you would need roughly about 80 carrots or potatoes. One thing to note is you'll want to use a single type of crop, because if you use two different types, then that could throw off the timing of how fast your villager breeder will breed, because your farmer villager at some point may not have a complete full inventory because he doesn't have a full stack of one crop, but all the slots are already filled up, and maybe everything else is potatoes. So that's just one caution I usually go by. So I just stick to one specific crop type. So once you have your crops all placed, then you're going to want to take a carpet or lily pad and place on top of the water so that your villager doesn't accidentally walk in to the water. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to choose which side is going to be your front. So we're going to choose this side. So you want to come here to the middle and these 3 blocks, and you want to go down 6 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're a total of 7 blocks down. And then you want to go 2 blocks back. So this is where you're going to be placing your doors for your little makeshift village. And place 6 doors. And then right here, just place in 3 glowstones. This will keep it lit and prevent mobs from spawning. So now you'll want to get your villager in down here. So we're just going to spawn one in. So now he's going to be the one that the system's going to recognize as the village. So I normally put glass here along the top just so that mobs don't fall in and kill our villager down there. So next, what you're going to want to do is come over here to these 2 blocks. You're going to want to place 2 solid blocks there, break these 2, and place half slabs there. So what that's going to do is make it so that our villagers are going to be standing here. They can barely look over these 2 blocks. They can't jump out, but we're going to have glass right above them, so they can't really jump anyways. And then right here on either side, going to place, or not like that, up 2 half slabs like that. So they're too large to fit through here, but the small villagers will fall down in here. So what you want to do next is go down 2 blocks there, and break a couple more blocks here to get down. You're going to have a water stream going out this way to our water elevator. So in here, you're going to want to place a couple trap doors right there, have them open like that, and then you're going to want to go down 1 more block, break that, and then you're going to want to place a sign. Grab the signs. Place a sign right there. So place a water source block right there, like that. Those can be solid blocks. So now there's the small villager will walk up either here or here. If it walks off here, it'll jump, hit this water stream, and get pushed to here. If the baby villager walks off here, so it's going to drop straight here. So now what we need to do is go down one more block, break that. That's where we're going to put our water source block, and then come out here a few blocks and start our water elevator. And for the water elevator, put a sign there, this way as well. So you can have three water source blocks like that. So you place your water here. That will push the baby villagers to here. Place that source block, that, and that. And then up here, you're going to want to take a fence gate. And in order to place a fence gate, it has to be over a solid block. Then you can break that solid block, replace the water. And then you can take a lever and place it anywhere you want so you can open and close. So if you want to continue having villagers come up and live, you leave the gate open. If you don't want any more villagers, then you put the lever up so that the gate's closed. And then you'll want to put some solid blocks there just so that villagers don't accidentally pop out from the water elevator. And then close that up so that there's no gaps there. And then come up here like so and cover that. So we can get our two villagers that we need. Let's leave that there. There are two villagers in here. Close that. So now what we need to do is we need to enclose this area. So to do that, we're going to do glass walls 3 high all around, like so. Okay, so now we have our walls 3 high. Now we want to place glowstone in the corners, like so, and then also in the middle. So right there, so there's going to be 3 open blocks in between the glowstone. So there. 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 Okay, then let's get this filled in. There's one more glowstone to place that will be over in the center, basically right above where our water source block is. So that's going to be right there. So now to fill the rest of this in with glass. And if you're building this in survival, you'll probably want to make sure you leave one block open so that you can get your villager, your farmer villager in here. So that's the crop area. So we just come in here and get the villager in. So what you need is a villager with a brown coat. This is a toolsmith or armor smith. Nope, leather worker. So he's not going to work. So we want to kill him, and he spawned a little guy too with him. You. Okay. Right. Nope. You want to. And you want to. Nope, you're a blacksmith. Oh, come on. I'll be right back as soon as we get a farmer villager. Okay, so we've got a villager that will work. So as far as I know of, we can use farmers, and this is a shepherd. As you saw, the shepherd was harvesting those crops. Now, to kind of help get things moving along, you can give them stacks of carrots. They have 8 slots, so they can hold 8 stacks. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now he's completely full. As you can see, that those carrots he didn't pick up. So, oh, that needs to be open. So now he will tend the crops as they are harvestable, but he'll also toss carrots to these guys. And you can also have this block open as well if you want. You can toss carrots to them from here as well. So now I'm going to want to get out of here. Close that up. So we got our 2 breeders, our farmer, and the one guy down there with the doors to represent the village. So as you saw, he tossed some carrots to these guys. So we'll come back once these guys have bred their first little guy. Alright, so looks like these 2 guys are getting to a point where they're willing to breed with each other. You see the hearts there on that one, and the hearts on this one. There should... Yep. There's a little guy in there. It's kind of stuck in the middle of that toolsmith or armorer guy. So what will happen now is these guys will toss carrots to this little guy, basically help feed him and help him get big a little bit quicker. But eventually the little guy will run across over the open trap doors and drop into the water streams. And usually that takes a few minutes for that to happen. So we'll come back when he starts moving around from that little spot. So you can see the little guy right there. So here shortly he will run across and fall into the water streams and be in the... And sometimes the small villagers will be down at the very bottom where it's air blocked, and that's perfectly fine because then once they grow up, their heads will be in the water source block right above, and they'll float their way up the water elevator. So these 2 have been tossing carrots down to him, feeding him. he dropped down. There he is in the water stream. And there he is at the top. So the little guys won't drown with the gate closed like this, but once he grows up, then they do drown. Okay. Before I've seen some that would come up to this point and they wouldn't drown. Maybe there's a change in hitboxes with 1.9. So that concludes this tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this and want to see more, hit that like button, and if you want to be notified when I release more videos, hit that subscribe button. This world would be available as a download. There will be a link in the description, so you can download it, load it up, and check it out for yourself. And thank you for watching. Until next time, this is Internet Bookie signing off. Bye.